historically been an International Hall of Fame board member, so I'm going to introduce now again, if we can, Dan Hanson, the man who needs no introduction around these parts.
Thanks, Dawn. There's going to be some glitches because we just put this together at the last minute. I'm so happy that Dawn was able to fill in. I mean, real life has been happening, and we have to adjust for it. And so we'll have some glitches, but we'll have a great evening because of the great classes we're conducting here. I get to thank a lot of people here. That's a good job. I want to thank the John Marshall High School ROTC guys. I saw them at St. Patrick's Day parade and was so impressed by the whole John Marshall band and ROTC and all. Debbie contacted them. We got them to come here tonight, and they're having dinner with us. At the break, be sure to go meet them. They're terrific people, and it's good to have a CMST group here with us tonight. Julie has another gig tonight. What a voice. She made changes with her schedule so that she could be here to sing that. And forgot the Ukrainian flag, but you get the idea. We're in support of Ukraine. And I was asked by Svetlana Stoliarova and Boris Vinogradsky from the Russian Cultural Garden to remind everyone that the Russian community, Cleveland, stands with Ukraine. They are against the aggressive actions of Putin. They took down the flag from the Russian Cultural Garden, so they wanted to remind everyone that they are in solidarity with Ukraine as well. Before I thank our sponsors, I want to recognize some of our board members here. Table over there. I see Mike Miller, Juan Lloyd Powell, John Lewis, my sister Debbie Hanson. Good to see Debbie out and about. It's been a long haul, but she's been there and just keep making progress, Debbie. So let me thank the sponsors now. Our gold sponsor right in front, near and dear to my heart, the Cleveland Cultural Gardens Federation, led by Dr. Whale Curry, the president. While I remember when you were inducted a few years ago by Dr. Nigel Zane, these two world-class, internationally known doctors up there coming into the Hall of Fame. It was really cool. On the back of your program book is a schedule of some of the events in the Cultural Gardens this summer. And of course, One World Day, August 28th. You have to be there, but there's in this new Centennial Plaza, which might be mentioned once or twice tonight, you have to see some of these other events. We have silver sponsors, a bunch of silver sponsors, including Cuyahoga Community College. We're honored to have Dr. Alex Johnson here tonight with the Tri-C crew, and we'll be hearing from Dr. Johnson from him soon. Lakeland Construction Group is here. President Fahim Gamal and his crew over here, the Jose Casanova, they built the new Centennial Peace Plaza at the Cleveland Cultural Gardens. That's Lakeland over there. Right here in front, needs no introduction, Margaret W. Wong and Associates. Quite simply, Margaret is the finest immigration attorney in the country. She is the best friend by far to the ethnic and cultural groups in Cleveland, and she is one of a kind, and I can't say enough about Margaret, so that's Margaret Wong and Associates there. We have the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District, who, first of all, I'm thrilled to see my friend Jacqueline Mohammed here. We go pretty far back, and it's great to see you here. I have to say, if you don't follow them on Twitter, you should. They're hilarious. They have the funniest tweets, and you've got to follow the sewer district on Twitter. Right here we have the Samagala family out in force for Tarsville, a proud Ukrainian family. We'll get more from soon. And the other silver sponsor is the Vietnamese Cultural Garden, where Yao Ryan, Joe Meisner, and others are building a monument to Vietnamese culture, including a 15-foot tall sculpture of a Vietnamese woman that is being shipped in from Vietnam. It's from Vietnamese stone. So those are our silver sponsors. Thank you. We also have a bunch of bronze sponsors. And all these sponsors are why we could do this event. We have Alex McCaskey and Associates. You all know Alex, inaugural class of Hall of Fame, former publisher of The Plain Dealer, and the visionary behind Mosaic when he was at The Plain Dealer, which really started off the celebration of all the ethnic groups in town. And of course his work with his son Lex and others on the Surgeon Cultural Garden. We have Case Western Reserve University here. The Center for International Affairs there has just turned 10 years old. David Fleshler doing an amazing job. They've doubled the number of international students at CWRU under that tenure. So thanks, Case. Global Cleveland. Joe Zimmerman and his team are doing great things in making Cleveland a welcoming city. Joe's the perfect person to lead the efforts to attract, welcome, and connect international newcomers. So thank you, Global Cleveland. Greater Cleveland RTA. You know, when you look at the gas prices, the RTA is looking a lot better nowadays, aren't they? They're Ohio's largest transit system, of course, serving up to 200,000 people or so on a typical weekday. It's about 45 million rides annually. So, you know, I filled up my tank for about $55 the other day, and Jose, I'm going to download a schedule and see how I can commute better on RTA. So it's good. You know, we have El Jefe, Jose Feliciano Sr. over here, and following in the footsteps here. I don't know what the Spanish is for, like, the next in line, but we have Jose Feliciano Jr., too. Pillars of the community, really good guys. And then we have Richard Pogue, Dick Pogue. You know, Dick's been inducted in the Hall of Fame. I'll never forget that Dick, when we were starting to do the Hall of Fame, thinking about doing it, he was gracious enough to meet with me, a nobody, and give me all kinds of valuable advice about starting the Hall of Fame. So Dick will never forget that, and thank you for all your help. So that's our bronze sponsors. And finally, you know, we're very fortunate here. We can spend a lot of money on a dinner and gas and all that stuff. So a lot of us wanted to welcome try to include some refugees and students and all that. We worked with Catholic Charities and other refugee agencies looking for Afghani refugees, Ukrainian, and you know, when we talked to Sister Rita Harwood, sister out there somewhere. Okay. Sister told us the main refugee group in Cleveland is actually from the Congo, Congolese. So Sister reached out, and between an issue with languages and just not feeling comfortable with a bunch of people, especially in these COVID times now, they're not here, but that's understandable. We do have people from Ethiopia and Kenya, and the support of students and refugees came from Cleveland Council on World Affairs, Eventus Corporation, and the Friendship Foundation of American and Vietnamese. So thanks to all of you. All right, we have a few more thanks to give to. We have volunteer helpers here, Richard Prepage, Ryan Abadi, and photographers Tim Ryan, Angie Goes, and Tom Simon. Brian Hart called this afternoon, tested positive for COVID, so no Brian. I want to recognize we have about 20 past inductees of the Hall of Fame tonight. I hope I don't miss any, but Albert Ratner's on his way, Alex Wachowski, Dick Russ, Dr. Jaya Shah. This is an interesting note with Ramesh going in tonight. Jaya and Ramesh Shah will be the first couple to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. We've had family members with Rocky and Ralph Kirk, the very first husband and wife. Dr. Wild Curry, Jerry Quinn, Yao Ryan, Irene Morrow, James Foster, Jose Feliciano, Sr., Joseph Meisner, Ken Kovach, Margaret Wong, Maria Puhana, Marilyn Madigan, Mary Rose Okar, Paul Burek, Ralph Kirk Jr., Richard Pogue, and Tom Scanlon. So those, did I miss any inductees? Hopefully not. Good. So there's 20 of you here today. That's pretty good. Welcome, and you've inspired a whole new generation of leaders here. And we have all of you representing dozens of ethnic groups, showcasing our ethnic diversity. I'd like to welcome you all. I'd like to talk about each of these 10 people being inducted tonight, but we want to hear their stories. You don't want to hear from me. So here's the flow of the evening. Dawn's going to come back up, and she's going to induct the 2022 class. So the 4 people from that class. She's going to call up the person and their inductor. So for example, the first is Taurus and his inductor, Andy Baditsky. They will both come up here. The inductor will speak very briefly, say his stuff, The inductee will give the remarks. They will hold the award for the photographers, take the photo, and we'll move on to the next person. We will, of course, do our class photos. We'll do the 2022 class before dinner and the 2020 at the end. And each of the honorees will receive their Cleveland International Hall of Fame trophy, their lapel pin, and we have proclamations from Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb, Cleveland City Council and President Blaine Griffin, Senator Rob Portman, Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur, State Senator Kenny Yuko, State Representative Tom Patton, and a couple special things. The Latvian ambassador to the United States sent a letter for Anda Cook. The Consul General of Ireland sent something for Margaret Lynch, and Parma Mayor Tim DeGeter sent something for Tara. So let me turn it over to Dawn now and get started with the class of 2020.